Hey guys, welcome back. What you see in the screen here is the final output of what we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be like kind of what is called the NPR, non-photorealistic rendering. We're gonna be using the Ink Paint and the Monterey shader to get this output here, and we're gonna be checking how to get showing you how to get the ambient occlusion to pass, so you can use it in our render. And this is another the same renderer here, but this one is different a little bit because you can see it's too dark under the car here. It's the same, it's from the same scene. It's just I've rendered all the camera angles here and put them all together in one picture here. So basically, when you guys are done following this tutorial, this is the output that you're gonna be making, and you can apply it for the other angles of this scene, and you're gonna learn how to do this. So I hope you guys gonna enjoy it, and as usual, like it, subscribe and share, and make sure you guys to check me out on Facebook. I got the page open there. I hope you drop in and like it, and just post a comment, or if you have any concern, just go there. So this is it, guys, so let's get to it. And I have seen here, I have this car. The car I downloaded from this website here, from the tf3dm.com. Here you go, and they have thousands of models. Just pick one and make sure it's a Max or OBJ or 3ds format, so you can use it in 3dsmax. And actually, this technique that I'm using, you can use it with Maya or Softimage or anything. It's not really big of a difference. So once you download it, you bring it here to 3dsmax. I did apply if you want apply another material on top of my car. It's just a sender material, and what I did, I broke down the car to a couple of lot of layers, and each layer contained different object from the car, which they should gonna be sharing the same material. So basically, like here I get the metal paint here. It's for the car body. I get the plastic, and the interior, those are the grill here. The engine is inside the car, glass. You get the idea. What else I have? I have background. I made background here. I'm gonna freeze it. It's frozen, and what I did to it, to objects properly, I make sure I hit the back face cool, so you can see it when I'm behind the walls, and I froze it, and I unchecked show frozen in gray, and I clicked OK. Well, what else? I have the camera, and the camera here, as you can see, it's animated. Go to curve editor here. The camera is just for the position. As you can see, it's animated, but it's not. It's basically like each frame has a different pose, and the interpolation between this frame, I set it to steps. What is it? To this kind here, to the steps mode. For some reason I don't have the menu here for the changing the curves. Seems like I took it off. But anyway, that's how it is. So I have like different, in each frame I have a different pose, so I don't have to keep looking for my poses. Now, one more thing, after when you do that, you need to grab your camera, unlock it, go to the link info, unlock like everything, so you wouldn't mess up your pose. So you don't have to, you will not be able to move it here now. It's already set. What else? I have a lightning rig here too. It's really a basic lightning. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna grab it, and there's under lights. I'm gonna hide it. If I was just shooting from one angle, I could have just have like 2 or 3 lights, the one from the top here and the other 2, but since I'm shooting having different poses, I have the lights around my car, so it will be lit from all the sides. This one here, the top light, is the only one with the shadow on. I have ray traced shadow on it, and this I set it to 1000 CD. I'm not sure what CD stands for, but it's for 1000. And the other lights here, they have their shadow off, and I set it to 100 CDs. And one more thing, I set them to just affect the diffuse and do not affect the specular. So the only one that's set to the diffuse and specular is the top one. For the rendering, remember that issue that it was have a little dark under the car. What I did, let's say I turned off the finer gather, because you really don't need to use the finer gather and global illumination at the same time, just in some cases. So we went to the photon mapping, I enabled it here, and I left these are the default setting, I didn't change them. On the mode here, I changed it to read photon only from existing photon map file, and I you choose a file here, and I chose it, I saved it to desktop here, and after you click generate photon map file, you click it, and I click it again, I'm going to generate it here. It's going to take just a second to generate it, so we don't have to regenerate it every time we do a render. This is the same thing, and the good thing about the global illumination, it will calculate all the other sides at the same time, so you don't have to go, it's just one map that you're going to apply for the whole scene. One more thing, I'm going to go to grab my render here. On what I did check the geometry and reuse here, disable the final gather. This one is set it just for 1/4 to max 4 sample, and this is it for the render. So if I click render now, that's basically actually what you're gonna get. So, and this is the rendering that I'm getting right now. If I get a different view here, as you can see, it's not as that dark as before. And if you want it lighter, all you can do is just increase your light intensity. Grab this viewport here. And this is it. Different view. One more thing I played with, I forgot to show you guys. So you go to the environment map, I changed it to physically based lighting outdoor. So I set the exposure value to 3. Let's bring it down to 2. It's kind of a little bit dark here, so let's render again and see. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, so I set this one to 2, and I change up the shadow intensity to 0.4. I change it to 0.3 here, just to up the shadow intensity. Actually, I lowered it down, so we're going to lower the intensity right now. 0.3 here, and I did some vignetting. As you can see here, vignette is set to 10, so you can have this kind of gradient around the image. And that's basically for all what I did for the rendering. So I hope you guys, if you want to do the same that I did, you gotta just go through each step that I said and just do the same. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna grab my I'm gonna split my viewport here. C, grab I'm gonna change my change it to, it's set to V-Ray, so I'm gonna just grab one here and change it to standard. Materials, grab standards, and just populate my scene with it. I don't need that much, but just in case. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go to F10. I'm gonna go to the renderer here. Under contours, I'm gonna grab this map here and drop it in the first slot here. it's usually set to 20, so set to default here to 20. And first of all, I'm going to freeze all. I'm going to select the background here. And I'm going to disable this viewport here. I'm going to select the background and I'm going to apply like a kind of bluish color to it. Okay, I'm going to apply it to the background here. And I'm going to render. Let's see what we're going to get. I like that, and I'm going to call it background. Next, I'm going to apply a material to our car here. So I'm going to select the metal paint here. I'm going to add the top here to it, and under standards here I'm going to grab the ink and paint. I'm going to apply it and render and see what you're going to get. As you can see, we are missing a lot of detail in the car here. So what we're gonna do, first I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna change it to green. Okay. I'm gonna up the level to 3 and search. I'm gonna leave it to 2 first. I'm gonna render it, and that's what you're gonna get here. I'm gonna up the level to 3 here. And I'm going to change the shaded mode here to 50. So yeah, it's more. You can see it. See that the material gonna split here. Kind of more shaded to it. Gonna render it. As you can see now, the dark areas have like a darker green here. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to apply a highlight. I'm going to copy the lighted color down here. And I'm gonna lower it down. I'm gonna render it. Okay. As you can see, we grab some lightning here. I'm gonna change the pose here. Let's go to this one. That's where the lightning occur right here. And I render it again. You can see the lightning, that's where the lightning occur. Okay, now what we need to do here, we need to go to the ink material here. I'm going to up the ink quality to 3. I'm going to change it to variable width, so it's going to be like has a min and max. I'm going to min and 1 and max 2. I'm going to disable everything else here. I'm going to just leave the outline. And I'm gonna render and see what you're gonna get. Okay, that's what you get right now. Next, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab all this detail in the car. I need to go back to my contour materials here. I'm going to change the angle step threshold to 5. I'm going to change it to 4, and in the material here I'm going to change it to, I'm going to change the name to car paint. I have my okay, and it seems like it's going to crash on me. I'm not sure why. No, it didn't. Car paint. And I'm gonna go under mental ray connection here on the contours. I'm gonna grab this contour simple here. I'm gonna leave the contour simple with 2.5 and render and see what you're gonna get. I'm not gonna see anything yet because it's gonna calculate it after when the render is done. Basically it's like a post-processing, and as you can see it's kind of really thick, so I'm gonna change it to 0.02, render again. It seemed like it was too light. I'm gonna up that sample in here to 16, and I'm gonna change my go to the common here. I don't like that square common. I'm gonna grab I'm gonna change it, let's say Shift F. Okay, I'm gonna change it here to 500 and do 600. I'll render. Okay, it's very faint, so I'm gonna up it to 0.5. I'm gonna render it, and this is our that's what we get from it, and I kinda like it. So I'm gonna just grab a different view here. So I'm gonna grab this view here and render it again and see what you're gonna get. And this is the result. I think I like it. I'm gonna just leave it as is. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna move on to the glass windows. So I'm gonna grab them, but for this I'm gonna use an arc mental material here. I'm gonna use an arc and design. I'm gonna change it to thin geometry, and I'm gonna just apply the same map here. There you go. So on the same material, I grab the same one, the counter simple here, an instance. Okay. Now if you render, and this is the result after rendering it. So let's go find a different view here. Let's get what view? This one. Actually, this one here, I don't like this view here, so I'm gonna select my camera again, go down here, click and then just change the viewport. Oh, I remember that I locked the camera, so I'm gonna unlock it here. Render. Okay, and this is what we get here. I like it. Next we're gonna apply the material for the plastic parts, call those black plastic. So I'm gonna grab the ink color paint, I'm gonna copy it down here, I'm gonna change the name to black plastic, and I'm gonna change the color to almost black here, actually 5.5, that's fine. I'm gonna copy it, the highlighted here, copy, and I'm gonna lower it down just a little bit and make it a little bit glossy. So let's go down to 40 different angle of view here, and this one actually works fine. And we're gonna render it again. And that's what we get here. Okay, and I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna close it and grab. Now let's apply glass material to our font here. Grab different view right here. And for this one, I'm gonna copy the windshield glass material and put it down here. And then I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change one thing here. I'm gonna reflectivity here. I'm gonna put it down to 0.2. And for the color, I'm gonna leave it white, pure white. Maybe just a little bit of. Okay, I think that's all that I need to do for this material here. And I'm gonna apply it. Okay, so I'm gonna change the name first. And I'm gonna call it headlights. And this one, I'm gonna call it windshield. Apply this one. I'm gonna darken a little bit our background here. Okay, I'm gonna render again. And this is what I got so far. So next we're gonna apply the chrome. I'm gonna grab the chrome. I'm gonna select it. And I'm gonna just copy this one over here, and I'm gonna change this one to kind of a grayish material. Okay, I'm gonna copy it down here, and let's put it down to 40, maybe 30. Okay. Let's try to find, there you go, right here. I'm gonna assign it. Now cancel, you need to rename it first. I'm gonna call it chrome. Assign it. Now I'm gonna hide those lights. They are in the way. Okay. Now Shift Q for render again. Yep, and that's what we get here. It's a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. Let's say right here. Okay, I'm gonna up the paint level to 4. And this one here to white. Click OK. I'm gonna just grab the region here. I'm gonna just grab the tire and render it. I change it to the black plastic, so I'm going to just Ctrl Z, go back. I'm going to make the changes to our car paint here. And just lower it down, lighten it up. Okay. Now render it again. Okay, that's good enough. That's better. Alright, I'm gonna close it. Now I'm gonna select my tires. I'm gonna grab this one again. I'm gonna copy it over here and call this one tires. I'm gonna select my tires here. after when I select them, I'm gonna apply this to them, and I'm gonna change the color here to black, almost black, not, say to 3. Okay, I'm gonna bring this one down here, copy, and I'm gonna change it down like this way. Okay, and the glossiness I'm gonna put it to 70. Now let's render again the tire here. Okay, it's a little bit dark, so I'm gonna just lighten it up a little bit. Put it 5, 5, 5. Now I'm gonna go for 6. Okay, and the highlights go down. And for the ink width, I'm gonna change it to 0.5 to 1 and render here. To get more detail in your car too, what you need to up the sampling too. And one more thing, I'm gonna go to 8. I'm gonna change the exposure value here to 1 and render it again. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna close it. Next, well, we're gonna select the chrome. Oh, we already did the chrome. So what's left is the interior here. Interior, I'm gonna grab this one again, bring it down here, call this one interior. And I'm gonna give it brownish color here. I'm gonna give it, bring this one here, copy the lighted one and lower it down, and change the glossiness here to 50. The shading one, I'm gonna bring it down to 30 here, and that should be, I'm gonna change this one back to 1 and 2, and I'm gonna select the interior and apply this to it. Okay, and one more thing, I'm going to select the engine. Select the engine here. I'm going to apply the plastic one on it. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to apply the chrome to it. I'm going to apply the chrome one to it. Okay. I think that's almost does it. We still got the grill. I'm gonna select our grill here, and this one, and okay, that's the grill here. And I'm gonna select one of those materials. I'm gonna select this one. Apply it for the paint. I'm gonna use the map that comes with the car. So downloads. Where is it? That's this one here. Okay. Textures, and I'm gonna grab this one and open it. Okay. I'm gonna leave everything else to its default, and I'm gonna apply it. Okay, so I'm gonna rename it to grain. So let's go back. It should be applied to this ones here. So if I go back up and check my map here in the viewport, you can see it. right here. One more thing. What I need to do, I need to apply the glass, the windshield, not the windshield, the headlight material to this too. I'm gonna Alt Z. I'm gonna hide those very quick, and I'm gonna grab the one under it. I'm gonna apply chrome to these ones here. I'm gonna hide them. I'm gonna select these. For these, I'm gonna apply a red material here. I'm gonna just a regular one. I'm gonna just apply red to it. And under mental ray connection here, I'm gonna grab the contour again. Contour simple, okay. Now actually I'm gonna grab yeah, I'm gonna define this is 02. And I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna change its specular. Apply it. There is one more thing. It's this part here of the car. It's this front here. What I'm gonna apply for this, I'm gonna apply for this. Just regular black, I think. And just regular material here with the black, and not black, let's make it gray. And apply it. Okay, so I'm gonna rename this one just to black. Okay. So go back to C. Let's render and see what you're gonna get. Just render in a region here. I don't want the region. I'm gonna go up to the view and render. And that's what you got. This is basically the final render here. Now I'm gonna just do another render here to different view. And after this, what you're gonna do is you can apply another just white render to the everything, so you can just get the lines, so you can use them in your rendering. And basically we're gonna okay, well this is it for these renders here. So let's say I'm gonna grab just one image here, and I'm gonna go to Photoshop. I'm gonna up the resolution here. I'm gonna go to rendering, go to click the F10 here, go to common here. I'm gonna change the resolution here to 1024 to 554. I'm gonna render it, and I'm gonna be back. And this is the high res version here.